All right, we're on the back nine of the Winter Slopes tournaments. We're on hole number 10, and we had a disappointing front nine, to say the least. We had a shot and we dropped it right at the very end on hole number 8. We should have came out of the front nine with a minus 15, so it's very disappointing. All right, we're on hole number 1. Hole number 10. Extra Mile, Katana. Extra Mile and Katana. We're going to switch this club out, because we only want to use that club on hole number 9. All right. Take deep breaths. One hole at a time. One hole at a time. We still got this. We just got to get it done in 9 now, instead of coming into the back with a little bit of a head start. We got to pick it all up in the back. We're going to be playing against a bot, if we can get matched up. Jaunty, Cape Cobras. Jaunty goes first. Let's check our opponent out here. They've been playing up at the top. They were higher than that. If they won 1 billion coins, they had to be playing way up at the top. Especially how many games they got. 4,700 games. Yeah, they play higher level matches. They got pretty good clubs. I like where they're coming in. If they can get back out there, nope, they're going to drop down too much. All right, 1 backspin, maximum right hand side spin. Okay, we're right in that spot right there. Maximum. I'm going to put on just a little less than full 4-2. There's a perfect 2-ring pull. We're going to put on a little bit of curl. Oh, we hit it great on the inside. That might scoot us out there, though. You never know on this hole. You never know. It looks good from here, but I think we're making the curve, and it's going to be short to the right. Yep, you never know. It's always better to hit perfect, though. That's why we're trying to take that shot and line it up and get it all ready. Oh, 1 hole at a time. We got to get our head in the game, because the next hole is an absolutely make or break. 2 and 8. And we got a much better setup for hole number 2 than we do for hole number 8. We've been practicing all week, and we still haven't got, like, you know, if you do this, you're in the right spot. We're still finagling with it. All right, we're on hole number 11. Here we go. Extra Mile, Katana. Extra Mile, Katana. We should already have that in our bag. Extra mile and a katana. All right. This hole in particular, there's some of the holes that you got to bring absolutely the right stuff, but you know, you can come to these holes if you're a one-on-one. You need to learn how to do one of these shots, but if you're playing this hole, especially when you're playing it from the second tee, it's all about wind direction. Even from the first tee, if you're playing in one-on-one play, this hole can be tricky depending on which way the wind's blowing. So you need to learn how to do all four of these shots. Alright, we're getting down in here. Hey, I do that every time. It's about 4-4. Now we're running out of time. And we hit it great to the left, like a 2-ring great. I don't even want to look. Ooh, that close to the rough. That was close. That was close. We lost a little bit of time there because I had to buy those balls. I saw that we already had a katana chosen. I didn't realize that we didn't have any of them, even though we were chosen. A mistake like that could have cost you if you didn't have any gems. When in doubt, go up. And it also depends on where your red line's at. Alright, we still got some work to do on this hole. Hip, hip. Hip. On a holiday. We had it great to the right. 1 ring. Right at it. Alright. We're still on track. Now we're going to my favorite hole. Even though it's not a huge albatross hole, I really like the hole just because it's a great hole to get in one-on-one. If you have, it's like Yoda. The ring method's my friend. It's my ally. And a powerful ally. And it really becomes a great hole now that we have multiple bags that we can take. So you land on that hole and you have a second bag that's set up for accuracy. You got a QB, or if you got a high level rock. And I like the rock because it's got more power, but it has less topspin. So you got to know when to use the rock. Alright, we're on hole number 12. In more. Hip, hip. Alright, we're going with bag number 2. That's our accurate bag, and we're going to go with a katana. And we have katanas. How many do we have? We have 9 of them. That'll be enough to get us through the rest of this. I didn't buy any of the packs as we were going up. All right, we are ready. Hole number 12. Nice and easy. Time to get that. Oh! We're going to get a bot. Ah, we finally got an opponent. 50 Deadly Venoms. Bill. This is like Kill Bill. One of my favorite sets of movies. Alright. This looks like a guitar out here, doesn't it? Like the body of a guitar. I always think of this as the guitar hole. If you watched my videos when we did the practice round and we were doing just like the walkthrough, this whole area out here, I mean, all of that other fairway is just for show. The greenskeepers are in a constant state of being irritated because they mow it and nobody ever uses it. And you can do what our opponent did and try and bounce over, but the deal is that they are just, they might be just too far. And they got a power 5 ball and we got a power 3 ball. And give ourselves plenty of room here. Got 4 topspin. We're going to do a 10% ring adjustment, so that's 4-4. And let's go 4-6. It's supposed to be a 20. Isn't it perfect? Got a little lag there. We just want to scoot up right there, right to the front of that shadow. That's where we've been hitting. The first time through we hit a little more towards the sand. We were about the same distance, but the angle is just a little different. Let's see how much of a window they got. Well, they got just enough room. Let's see if they made the right adjustment. They hit it great to the right. That's the side. It's always harder to get to the right of the hole. Anyway, it's way... That's going to be... Man, I don't want to take that putt. All right. Okay, so it's a 3/8 pull. We're going to put just a titch. We hit it great to the left. Oh, that's the video right there, man. Will it stay in? Oh, albatross. Look at that. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I love that hole. I've hit the albatross on the hole just a few times, but when you hit it, man, that is awesome. That is not a hole that you're expecting to get it. And so we're coming into a 4-hole stretch here. All 3 middle holes in the hole number 7. We got go for hole in one, go for Albie, go for eagle, go for hole in one. So we got 4 holes here where we can try and pick up a shot. And that is awesome. We need to pick up one more. Whew. Man, that changed my mood. All right, hole number 4. Okay. We're pretty much where the red line is down there. We're having to use the 4.5 backspan, and we don't have any ball that we can change out. So we've got to use a navigator. So we got a sniper and a nav. Sniper and a navigator. That's our choices. We're going about, it said that 4.5 backspan. And we're going to be a little bit to the left of the hole, but the way that the tail's working, we're going to get a good view with this sniper. It's all about hitting it perfect. All right. One hole at a time. We're on hole number 13 right now. That's the only hole that we got to worry about. Sorry for sniffling. I need to blow my nose. All right. We're going to use about 4.5 backspin. No side spin. Okay, 2-6 we're in. Minimum club. So that's a little shy of a ring and a half. Or a little more than a ring and a half. We need to hit perfect. Hit perfect. Okay, we gave ourselves a shot here. Oh, we missed it by that much. This is just a little bit of wind overpull. It's probably, I moved it a little over a ring and a half. It was 1.5 per ring. So half a ring would be 2-2. So if it was 1.5 rings, it'd be 2-2. And I can't remember what the wind was, so I might have overpulled it just a little. Not figuring it out in my head. Excuse me. That's why the lower wind balls are really effective, because right there, you know, if we could have got it, the smaller the number, the easier it is to do the math on it real quick. Yeah. My opponent and I both made I made a slight wind adjustment error, and theirs was just slightly off. All right, we got birdie on that hole. Would have been nice to get a hole in one on that. I got a hole in one on that on the front 9. That's the extra. But this albatross shot, I shot this twice in practice, and I haven't hit it yet in the tournament. So it's due. And it all boils down to hitting it perfect. If you hit it perfect, it's going to go in the hole. And if you don't hit it perfect, it's going to be off whatever way you didn't hit it perfect. And the last time I was at that hole, I hit great to the right, and I ended up heartbreakingly great to the right. You always hope you made a wrong adjustment, but okay, we're on hole number 14. All right, Extra mile. 14. We want bag number 1 and we want a Kingmaker. And we want to make sure in bag number 1 that we've got, actually, we're going to switch it to bag number 2. We're going to just change out this. Because we need the, we're going to take all of our accurate clubs. Alright, here we go. Our opponent goes first. They might be a real person. They're a master right now. 1,500 games and won $500 million. They were playing some higher level stuff. They got some lower level clubs though. They only got a 6 extra mile. That means they're getting close on some of their commons. They probably got their commons to 8, level 8 and 9s. You can play super competitive with just a set of common clubs. You go out there with a quarterback, a sniper. You could use the backbone or the Saturn. If it was one-on-one play, I'd play with the Saturn. No way. One 9, so it's just a little shy of a ring. We're going to give it some sides or curl to get it back into the fairway. Isn't it perfect? And we are way up there. We're probably going to be in our short iron range, which means we're going to be 1.1 per ring because it's going to be a max club, 1.1 per ring with a 10% wind adjustment. If we're in our backbone, it'll be minimum and it'll be 2.1 per ring. So it's either 1.1 or 2.1. I don't really like this direction. I mean, this rough bump right here is doable with any club. It's just a matter of how it's a, you got to know your ring numbers because it's a minimum shot. I'd rather do the backspin shot and start it at the same height as the hole. Try and dunk it with all that backspin. Alright, we got to hit this shot perfect. We need to pick this shot up. We really need it. And this is the hole. Okay, we're at minimum Hornet, so we're at 1.1 per ring. We're going to put on about 4 topspin. We're going to move it around until we get it right on it. And it's 1.1 per ring, so there's a so 3 rings is 3, 3. We need to just hit it perfect. Hit it perfect. We got a serious shot here. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. Oh. Oh, that's heartbreaker. I'd win the shootout though. Try and treat every single shot like it's a shootout. And those shots to, excuse me, those shots to the green, I mean, you absolutely have to think that your life depends on making that shot. Starting to get a little dehydrated. Some hydration. Good luck. All right, we're on hole number 15. Oh, that was that's just a heartbreaker. All right, this is another hole that you don't expect to get one on. It'd be nice to get one on this. We're going to bring a QB, a katana, and a sniper, since this is the katana tournament. We're going to switch this bag back to our accurate bag. QB, sniper, and a katana. All right, here we go. Just making sure I turn the video on. That would have sucked. All right. Let's see which way our opponent goes. They've got an extra mile, so I saw somebody do this shot the other day, and they used a bigger ball, and they just barely clipped that rough and ended up in the perfect spot. But man, it looked like a dangerous shot. Thing is from out there you can make it, and you actually got a nice clean shot if you brought a rapier. Okay, we want to pull back a little from the red line. Not much, but a little. There's 1, 2, 3. Isn't it perfect? Getting up to the top of the hill. And yes, you can get up there a little bit higher. You can put a little more topspin and get up there higher and work out the numbers so it'd be, but the deal is I don't want to, you got a really good shot from where I'm at. You'd have a marginally better shot if you get forward, but you take the risk of blowing your layup shot and ended up in the rough. So for me, since it's a pure layup shot, let's just get to the spot where we gave ourselves the advantage we were looking for, which was a straight in shot to the hole. We're in about mid club here. There's minimum, there's max, so we're at mid club. Four. Okay, we need to hit perfect. Oh, we hit it great to the right. Damn it. Oh! That is the difference between winning tournaments and not winning tournaments, is hitting perfect. If you can't hit perfect, you're not going to win tournaments. I mean, I sink a lot of shots, but there's that little difference between hitting perfect super consistently, and that shot may not have gone in if I'd hit it perfect, but I would have been closer, and I would have gave myself a shot for it. If I lined it up right and I hit it perfect and I don't make it in, then hey, your adjustment was off a little and you just deal with it. But you got to give yourself that shot every time. And you can see how close my shots are. I don't have to take long putts very often. So we're that close all the time. And I make some of those shots, but I could make a lot more of them if I hit perfect more often. And it's irritating me. Alright, that was hole number 15. We're on hole number 16. Alright, this is the last of the serious holes to pick one up. So we're gonna use a Saturn, and we're taking a Katana. Here we go. The way that I'm shooting this with the backspin, this is the first time I've used that shot on this hole. I usually do the little bump and run, and I've hit that. I've made hole-in-ones on this hole. But I kind of like this backspin shot. It takes the sand out of play, and not that the sand comes into play very often. I mean, you really got to hit it bad, but anytime you can take a trap out of play is a good thing. They had the right distance. They might have been a little short. That's the worst. Here I'm right at the red line. We're putting our orange rings, we're kind of wedging them in. We're right at the hole. 4-3. It was probably a little light, but we were a little shy on that. We were a little over on that side of the hole. Hit it perfect. All right, we got a shot here. It's a million miles away. I was on the right line, but I didn't have enough backspin on it. I made the mistake there of letting off a little bit of the backspin to get the ball guide to go where I wanted. What I should have did was kept the backspin on and moved the ball out of the orange rings. And now one of my favorite songs starts playing. I needed this also. I'm going to pause this song. I want that song to start on the next hole. All right. Oh, we got a birdie. Dang it. We only got 2 holes and we need to pick up 1 shot. So I'm not sure. We're going to have to do it on hole number 9 because it's going to take every bit of our game to get to secure an eagle on hole number 8. It's an absolutely must eagle. And all right. Hole number 8. Just make sure I got that hole in my head. All right. That's the hole. That's exactly the hole I was thinking of. But it's always good to go look at it. Be prepared. Now, I was making it with a Titan. Okay, we're on hole number 17. Okay, we're taking the wind out, but we're pushing up against the nubs. Which is about a ring. It's a weird deal. I left the wind in and pushed against the nubs, and that was way too much. So you could leave a little bit of the wind in and not have to push up against the nubs. We'll have to see. Three Putt Joe. Been around for a bit. Won some tourneys. See how he does. Perfect shot. And he's on the short side over there, so that's why he was able to get that over. That looked just so dang easy. And I'm using a bigger ball and I'm having a harder time. Three, two. So 3-2 is about a ring and a half. I want it to go this way. And we hit it great to that side. Hopefully we left ourselves enough room right there, but we should be fine. Oh, I'm glad we didn't get on. I'll take that. That was exactly what we were looking for. Something that gave us a shot, a nice shot. Not a rough shot, not a sand shot, but a fairway, fringe, short putt. That's about the best we could ask for on this hole. I'm sure there's somebody out there that shot a hole-in-one on this hole, but it's not me. I've hit one par 4 where I got a hole-in-one. All right, here we go. Isn't it perfect? Get in the hole. Boom. All right. We do have a serious albatross shot on hole number 9. If we can get the ball in the right spot. There's about a one top spin shot you can take with your big dog. If you can get into just the right spot. And we've hit that spot every time but once. So it's going to be key. I'm going to actually play this because we're not playing any more of the par 3s. Maybe we could get a hole-in-one and go into the last hole with a little bit of luck. I'm going to play this a little different than I do in the regular one. We're going to play, we got the same ball. We're going to start off in the same spot. We're going to put on max side spin. We're going to put on one back spin. We're going to try and adjust that wind out. And then we're going to just rub up against the nubs as far as curl. And see if the curl that we're applying, because I've been applying more curl than that, if that curl is actually helping or hurting me. I mean, the ball came in real low, so I don't think it did me any good. Good luck in the tourney. All right. Okay. We're on hole number 18, and we are in 8th. You can see that there's a 28 there, so I'm not sure what the people are at the top, but there's a bunch of people in this bracket that haven't played yet. So we got a 25 there, 26, 27, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. They're shooting. They're on track for a 28. We got a bunch of people that haven't played. I mean, whatever's up here, there's going to be a third more. So we're at whatever spot I end up in. And kind of times that by at least 2, and that's probably what spot I'll end up in. So I'm sure because I dropped that shot on the front 9 that even if I get an eagle here and I come in with a minus 29, that I'm not going to be in the top spot. So we really want to go for albatross here. I have no idea what those guys have, but we need to go for albatross. So let me get my bag set up and then I'm going to go look at the hole. And we're not going to bring a sniper, we're going to bring a big dog. We're going to bring a Titan. Although we are taking the wind out. Let's bring a pumpkin ball. I think I have one other ball here. I've got these Kingmakers, but I haven't used those. Those are from Majors. Let's bring a pumpkin, then we don't have to buy a ball. All right. We are set. Hole number 18, we need an albatross. We need to do the same thing we did last week. Last tournament. We shot a minus 30. We had crap tiebreakers, and we ended up in third. Somebody shot a minus 31, and they had us in tiebreakers, so we would have had to shoot a minus 32 to have a shot at the win. And I think this week's going to be the same thing. We're going to have to get an albatross on this hole and pick one up. That dropped shot on hole number 8. One bad shot in this entire round has taken me from a potential top 3 to a top 10. Maybe. Okay, no more than 3 topspin. Just a little shy. We're 3/8, so that's about 2 rings. We're going to give us a little bit of curl just to get us back into the fairway. And we hit it great on the outside, which is where we didn't want to hit it because it makes it a little bit farther. But we got way out there though. So we're in the spot. We're at 359 and we're in the middle. So we're in the spot. We're going to have a serious shot at Albie here, and it's probably going to be like no more than like 1 topspin. Maybe just a titch more, but it's going to be really delicate down there. But we'll have if we can hit the shot perfect, we're going to have a pretty nice shot. And no matter what, I don't think we can do the bump and run here. The bump and run, we can give ourselves a pretty good, I mean, there's no guarantees, but we can give ourselves a pretty good shot at eagle, but I think we got to go for the albatross shot. If we want to win, I mean, who cares if we come in 26th if we had a shot at winning by hitting an albatross. All right, we're in the spot. Okay, 3-2, it's 2-1 per ring. So it's a ring and a half. We just need to hit it perfect. And we hit it great to the left. If we were going to hit it great, that might not have been the bad side to hit it great to, but It would have been much better to hit it perfect. I think we would have been off though. It's hard to judge with the big dog because of the ball guide, but we gave it the college try there. That great hurt us in our landing spot, but it still looked like we would have been a little bit to the left of the hole. Never know. That was the problem of the whole tournament, is not hitting perfect. We gave ourselves shots on so many different holes. If we'd have hit perfect, we could have picked up one of the Albies on 5. You know, it's those missed opportunities. We practice to make sure that we've got the right equipment and the right setup, and then it just boils down to us executing. And I didn't execute. Man, I don't like putts like that. I don't like putts where you can't see the hole. And there's just enough of a rise right there that you can't see the hole. I didn't like the way that the animation stopped right there. It kind of freaked me out. See, our opponent can't see the... Oh, maybe they can. Man, I would not have liked that putt. I do not like putts like that. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. And this is not a real human, because they would have responded to that. Okay, this is the shot right here. You take this right here and you put on just a couple backspin. No side spin, just a couple backspin. And then you move your club to where your second hop is on that fringe. And you want to move it so that the ball is going towards the pin. And then take out the wind. So there's about 3-5. And then a nice easy shot. And perfect. And we hit a little back from where we wanted to. But that's a nice easy shot that doesn't take a whole lot of anything. The thing I don't like about it is that you have to put side spin on it in order to get away from this rough. So you take the risk, if you hit a great to the right, that you'll end up in that rough. And you're also more towards your mid club. So depending on which way the wind's blowing, if they're giving you wind that's blowing you towards the rough and you make a wind adjustment and you're that close and you're off, it'll put you in the rough, even if you hit it perfect. Your long iron and your short iron especially, you really need to know what the minimum, the mid, and the maximum numbers are for your long iron and your short iron. Those are pretty critical clubs. All right. Okay, I'm almost afraid to look. We shot a -29. Now, I know that sounds good. I mean, that is a good score. I mean, a perfect round, you know, just a nice, clean, perfect round's -28, so we're 1 up on that. But we dropped that shot on the front 9, and that shot that we dropped, that one mistake that we made, we had 72 possible shots, and we took 43. And we made one mistake. We should have taken 42, and that one mistake has put us in second for the time being. But like I said, we have 70%, 60% of the people haven't finished their rounds. So it's very unlikely that we're going to end up in second when this is all said and done. I would say right now I'm looking at sixth. Somewhere I'm hoping for a top 5. Preferably not fourth. See, there's somebody right there shooting a minus 30. The guy in 33rd, he's shooting a minus. He's shooting a minus 28. That means all he has to do is pick up one shot. So the guy that's in 33rd, if he gets one shot on the back nine in his opening, he got a 27. You have any albies? No. He shot a 12, so I have the tiebreaker on him. But we're at 33rd, and we're getting the guys that have only played half their round. But we're also getting into people that are below the 14. So it's going to be, we're not even at 50, and 50 people haven't even really started. So I may end up with a top 5. But it's very unlikely that I'll end up in the top 3 with that dropped shot. And if I wouldn't have dropped that shot, our opponent shot a 27 and a 13. I shot a 27 and a 13. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 eagles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eagles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got an albatross here, so that got me. And he's got 2 albatross, so he got me. So that means he'd still be in first and I'd be in second. But if you were at minus 30, I'd feel halfway confident that I might get a top 3, but not with a minus 29. All right, that was the Winter Slopes Tournament in the weekend round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.